that a lot of people don't usually go over when it comes to building muscle and getting to the goals that they want. Everyone talks about training, everyone talks about nutrition, everyone talks about motivation and all these other things, but I'm going to give you the 5 key factors that will ultimately, at the end of the day, determine if you build muscle or if you're successful with your endeavors in the gym. So I wanted to share something with you real fast. I actually wrote it down. It's just one statement, and I'll put it below this video too so you can see it, but I want to read it to you a couple times so you can really grasp what I'm trying to tell you with this. And that's desiring to build muscle with the state of mind that becomes an obsession, an underlying obsession right there. Then planning definite, that's another big word, definite ways and means to acquire muscle growth, and backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure, will bring muscle growth. I'll read that to you again. Here we go. Desiring to build muscle with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, with then planning definite ways and means to acquire muscle growth, and backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure, will bring muscle growth. And it's such an amazing statement if you get that. I challenge you to write it down somewhere, have it somewhere where you can see it every single day, because you can read that over and over and over again and you'll get something different out of it every single time. Like trying to highlight different words, like I circled obsession, definite ways, persistence, does not recognize failure. If you pick apart these little things in that statement, you will be able to kind of get a hold of what this process actually takes to build muscle. Okay, step number 1. I want you to think in your mind right now of the exact amount of muscle that you want to build. And right now we're talking about building muscle. This can apply to anything else in the gym, burning fat, whatever. But I want you to think in your mind exactly that amount. When I was younger, I was just like, I just want to build muscle. I just want to get big. I want to look like that dude. No, that's not a goal. You have to have it in your head. You have to have it in your mind. There's a definite purpose, a definite number that you're trying to get to. Whether it's, I want to gain 20 pounds of muscle, I want to, and you can give it a time. I want to like gain 20 pounds of muscle in a certain amount of time, but don't do anything unrealistic. Don't do anything dumb. Like, I want to gain 20 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen for you. Go off of science here with that too. Okay, and step number 2 will be, what are you going to give in return for this? You've heard that, that saying before that there's no such thing as a free lunch. It kind of applies to this too. You're not just going to build muscle from doing nothing. Everybody thinks of, like, they want, the right supplements. They look for the easy way out. They look for, the secret sauce for building muscle or whatever. It usually comes in a supplement form or something like that. But what are you willing to give in return to look the way you want to look, to be able to build that muscle? For me, when I started out, when I was younger, it was, I'm going to dedicate my time to learning what it takes to build muscle. However long that was it an hour or so or a day? I was going to dedicate at least an hour of my time in the gym towards lifting, towards physical training. I was going to designate at least 2 or 3 hours one day a week to prepare all my meals. These are the kind of examples that I'm trying to give you, that what are you willing to give in order to get that? Because you're not going to you can't just sit on your couch and build muscle. You have to get up and you have to do something. So that is step number 2. Step number 3 is to set a definite time limit. I kind of touched on this a little bit before in the first one, but I want you to have a specific date that you want to have this by. Like, I want to have this in 6 months. I want to be able to gain 25 pounds of muscle and shed, 2 or 3% body fat. It's specific. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I'm going to do. It's not like a general, I'm going to gain muscle, I'm going to lose fat or whatever. You don't have a time limit. If in your mind, if you don't have a time limit, it's never going to happen for you. So it's a huge part. That's step number 3. Okay, step number 4. This is to create a plan to carry out this goal. This basically means to take action, to get it done. Every single day, this goes anywhere from getting enough sleep, to training, to eating the way you're supposed to eat, not eating crap. This is taking action and doing what you're supposed to do. When I was younger, this was a harder thing to do. I kind of got lazy with different things or whatever. It's to seriously take action. And one of the great things about this step, about step number 4, is that I get to help you with that. This is what I'm here for. So when you try and create that plan of action, then you can go off of things that I teach, some amazing other teachers and the stuff that they teach about building muscle, but it's all about creating that plan for yourself and be able to take action on that plan. Okay, step number 5, your very last one, is to write everything down. This has to be written down somewhere where you can see it, somewhere where you can read it over every single day. And I want you to, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to read it over every single day. You have like a blueprint, if you will, of what exactly you're going to do. And this doesn't have to be everything that you just come up with off the top of your head. Like, I'm going to live this way, that way. Although it helps to kind of evolve your thinking as far as building muscle and build up your knowledge in that. My programs that I teach can be a part of that. Your training, let's say I'm going to write everything down what I need to do. Mitch said that for this nutrition, it's going to be this way. This is how my online clients work. When I have a bunch of different online clients and I teach them different things or whatever. This is what your nutrition looks like. This is what your training looks like. This is what your supplements look like. Everything's broken down. Everything has a time limit too. So everything's strategic. So everything's all written down, and I want you to write that mission statement, if you want to call it that, for building muscle that I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, up at the top somewhere where you can read that every single day, and you can get something from it, get something out of it every single day. So that's step number 5. So I hope you enjoyed these 5 amazing steps towards building muscle. And one key point that I want to add to this is that in your mind, I want you to visually think about, see what the end result will be like for you. Like I want you to picture what it's going to be like. And this can go into your training too, and I'll do more videos about this later on, but it's about visualizing what you want to look like. When I was younger and I was building up my arms, I wanted big arms. So it was what I wanted more than anything else. And I trained them all the time, and I did all these different things for them. And every time I was training them, I visualized them getting bigger. I saw what I wanted them to look like. And this is where the mindset comes in. This is the whole aspect of mindset fitness and why it's so different than everything else. Is because I want you to see in your mind a clear picture of what you want to look like. Don't picture someone else. I know it's cool to see other dudes that are bigger. You're like, I want to look like that dude or whatever. Picture yourself. I want you to be realistic with different things. You being as big as you want to get, having as much muscle as you want, being as lean as you want, and just see it perfectly. And I'm telling you, when that's in your mind, when you're training, you're going to see that. It's going to be in the forefront of your mind. So every time you're doing, a bench press or something like that, you see what your chest is supposed to look like. And it makes a huge difference. The mind-muscle connection and everything like that. So it's just a key little thing I wanted to add there at the end. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed these 5 steps, please share it with your friends. I guarantee this is a little bit different than some of the other videos you've seen about building muscle. But this is the foundation. This is what you want to build from. The training and nutrition, all those things come after, they come later, but a lot of people tend to skip this part, and this is where you are really built up from the foundation. If you get these 5 things down, and you go off that mission statement that I said at the beginning of this video, you will be set. You'll be ready to go, you will build muscle like you never have before. So, if you enjoyed this video, please share with your friends. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd be extremely happy if you did that. And follow me on Facebook. All those links will be below. And go ahead and download the free ebook that I wrote up on my website. I go over a lot of different specifics, and it's completely free to use. So go ahead and go download it now. I'll put that link below. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great night. I will talk to you later. Peace.
What you think you doing, putting hope in your rhymes? You would think I'm shooting vocal, putting coke in my rhymes. I just give them bass for free and push the dopest in lines. Boy, you tripping, I know. Pray you slipping, I know. I done heard this all before, just sit back and enjoy the show. Yeah, I know they gon' hate us.